guys, welcome back to the channel. So I was reading you guys' comments on the last video on the C63, and a lot of you guys really hated the vinyl wrap that we did on this car. So this additional one vinyl that runs along the top and the sides, you guys did not like it at all, and so we are going to be removing it, not in this video, but the plan is to basically take this car out for a test drive, take a few pictures of it for Instagram with the vinyl wrap, then eventually we'll just be taking the wrap off, because a lot of you guys really don't like it at all. So yeah guys, that's the update on the vinyl and your comments in the last video. Anyways guys, so as you just saw in the intro, we have put the brake pads on the rear of the car, and also we've just taken delivery of our new refurbished alloy wheels. So as you can see, they've all been refurbed, they've all been sprayed up in a satin black colour. This alloy wheel right here, this is the one that had the little chunk missing, so that's been welded back together. They've actually done a very good job of that. So guys, before we actually put the alloy wheels back on, we do need to put the spacers in. The only issue is the spacers are not here yet, so the spacers will basically bring the wheels out just a bit more to give it a bit more of an aggressive stance. So once those get here, we'll put that spacers on, then we'll put the wheels on.
So the car's placed on the ramp now. We have our oil right here, which is Mobil 1 oil, 0W40 recommended oil for the C63. So it takes 9 litres, we've got 2 gallons. We have our oil filter right here, sump plug. We've also removed the oil cap there to have some nice airflow going through when we do remove that drain nut. So we'll take it up and start removing the under tray. So first things first guys, in order to do service, we need to remove this cover right here to get to the sump plug and the oil filter. The oil filter is on the side of the engine. So battery is actually running low on the light, so it's flashing. So you can see right there, this black thing here, so that's where the oil filter is. So we'll get this under tray off. So there's just 8mm bolts just holding it up. I think there's about 10 of them, so we'll get that off. That way we'll get to our oil filter and the drain plug. So we removed the oil using a flat screwdriver and put a new sump nut back in there as well. So in order to do it, what you want to do is just loosen it slightly and just let the oil drain out. If you take the nut off straight away, it will splatter everywhere onto this area right here. So you just want to hold it just so enough is out for you to actually take it out, otherwise it will splatter everywhere. So that's been done. Oil filter's been done, as well as that the seal's been done, and we've cleaned all the areas so there's no oil around the areas where we've actually been removing the filters on the plug. So that's all clean now. We're going to just fit everything back up, get the under tray on and bolt it down. Then we can get it down and put some oil inside. Also another thing guys, when we buy these cars from salvage auctions, a lot of the times the under trays are all cracked up, because what they do is they use the forklifts, but in this case the underneath of the C63 is actually alright. So I'm going to carry on guys and just fit the under tray back up. So I put 9 litres of oil in guys, and also started the car to let that oil run through that filter that we replaced, and yeah, it's pretty much done. I've measured it using the onboard computer, so that's all level, so that's all done now. So that's a basic oil and filter service. So at some point we will need to clean the engine bay. It is quite filthy, so we'll do that at a later date. Also another thing guys, I mean, you could do it yourself if you have the right tools. You've seen the way I done it, so you can save yourselves a lot of money. Just purchase the oil and filter or any service bits from the dealers and just do it yourself.
So it is the next day and I've got some good news for us guys. So the spacers have arrived, so we can actually get them onto the car. So if you look down here, I've got the full kit just here. I've got these spacers for the back, which are 50mm. Now I've got the spacers for the front, which are 12mm. I've got the bolts, locking nuts as well. As you can see, this is the stock one, and that's the one with the spacers. So it is a little longer to kind of account for the extra bit of space that's going to be taken up. So yeah guys, it should be quite a straightforward install. It's not going to be too difficult. It's actually the first time doing it, but we have seen a couple of videos, so we kind of know what we're doing now. Well, I say we know what we're doing. He's going to be applying the spacers.
Yeah,
so,
I mean they'll be straightforward to do really. We'll loosen that tire, jack you up, get that wheel off. The spacers are straightforward. All you do is just put them on and put that wheel on, and just line up your holes. so it shouldn't be hard to do. I mean, you can see right here how far that wheel is sitting in.
Yes, the same as the GTR, the M4 RS6, all those cars that we had previously, guys. I regret not getting spaces because the wheel is way too far into the arch and it just looks a little odd. I think on the last video or the video before, like a bunch of you guys said get spaces, so we had a look at it and we saw some cars actually with the spaces and we realised how much of a difference it actually makes to the overall look of the car. So guys, I can't wait to get them on and see how it looks. So yeah, let's just get on with it. Guys, let us know what you think. All 4 spaces are in. The car is a lot more aggressive. It's got much more of a wider stance now. I'll show you how it looks from the front. So it doesn't stick out by a crazy amount, but compared to before, it does look a lot more aggressive. The only thing we could have done is maybe lowered the suspension. See, there's quite a big gap between the arch and the wheel, just there. Probably get like 3 fingers in there, or 4 fingers. Anyways, guys, the next step is going to be to actually test drive the C63. There's a couple of minor jobs I need in back here. So you just got to put all the boot carpet back and secure the bracket that holds the battery. So a couple of minor jobs to do just back here. The front alloy wheel cap is missing as well, so we need to order one of those. Apart from that, this car is pretty much done. The next step is to basically take it for a test drive and see how the car sounds and how it drives. So yeah, hopefully we'll get a nice little montage of this car driving around. Yeah, we'll see you guys on the test drive. So we just got back from the test drive, and as you guys saw, we bought out the GTR as well. We had a lot of fun in both cars. So Z, how was the 63?
Yeah, awesome car to drive. The only thing is, in the wet you can't really plant it. If you do, traction kicks in and the back end just starts sliding. I mean, apart from that, comfort wise, it's quite nice. You can change the modes on it: Comfort, Sport, Sport Plus. So overall, it's a nice car.
And it's got a proper growl to it as well. It sounds very similar to the RS6, to be honest, but I'm not too sure what I prefer, the sound of the RS6 or the C63. I mean, so guys, comment down below what you think sounds better.
I mean, there's nothing compared to the GTR. The GTR is just another level.
Oh yeah, GTR just got pull. As soon as you put your foot down, you are off. With the C63, it's a fun car. It actually sounds better than the GTR. But when you put your foot down, all you're doing is literally just moving to a side for the GTR to get past you. Anyways, guys, we've had a lot of fun with the C63. We've had a lot of fun with the GTR as well. We tried to get some inside footage, but the only issue is we used the GoPro and a lot of the footage come out really dark, so we thought we'll scrap that, we'll just shoot a cinematic for you guys instead. So yeah, so those cars are all done and out of the way. I hope you guys enjoyed the C63 project. I know a lot of you guys didn't like the addition on vinyl, but eventually, like I said, we will be taking it off. We're just going to keep it on for some Instagram photos. So yeah, those cars are done and out of the way. You're probably wondering why we've got this Fiesta ST here. It's because the Fiesta ST is almost done. The only issue is the stereo stopped working, so we had to literally take out the dash, strip out all the wires to figure out what's going on. See if you come out and quickly show them. So yeah, we've got all the wiring out, so we need to find out which wires actually burnt. We've changed the modules, we changed the stereo box, nothing's worked, so it's definitely a faulty wire that we got somewhere.
Yeah, them wires look like noodles.
So yeah, that's another fun job line for us. Once that's done, this car will be pretty much done as well. There's nothing that needs doing. So guys, thanks a lot for watching. I hope you enjoyed the C63 project. It's been a lot of fun for us. But that project has now come to an end. So now it's time to move on to our next project, which is the E92 335i. We're going to be doing a lot of mods to that car, so stay tuned for that. And if you guys haven't already, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon as well. That way you'll be notified every time we upload a video. And follow us on Instagram at Performance Rebuilds. We do a lot behind the scenes of what we get up to. So yeah guys, thanks a lot for watching. Stay safe and we'll see you on the next project video.